I tell you what, Spokane, Washington sucks to drive around.
Yeah. Mm. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? It's Commander Ron back with another episode of Small Talk on the Gridiron with Mr. David Wright.
How y'all doing?
All right. So let's dive right into our Washington Commanders. So we know 2025 was probably one of the worst seasons we've ever had. Injuries piling up. You didn't have any chemistry last year, and I think that was the biggest problem that we had was no chemistry. Nobody being able to really get chemistry with Jaden. Defense was terrible all year, and one thing, my issue was Cliff Kingsbury not adjusting to the adjustment that teams made in his offense. So would you agree with that statement?
Oh man, I am not a Cliff fan, so absolutely.
And like, dude, and then sorry, go ahead.
The biggest problem with Cliff was the dang run game.
Yep. Then there were literally Bill is an outside runner. You get in there, but you're running him up the middle for what?
I like to point out the Vikings game where we passed the ball 3 times on the 1 yard line and got shut out. What a genius he is.
Like, dude, we could have scored at least 7 points if we just ran the ball.
We wouldn't have got shut out. That would have been nice.
Right? Every time I look back at that game, I'm like, did we even show up? Because I don't remember that game.
Cliff didn't show up. He had a date that night. And now he's not even. Now he's just a gopher for Sean McVay. He's not even a real offensive coordinator.
Nope. But I said he went to LA to learn how to get under center and learn how to adjust to defenses.
I think he.
Cutting out a little bit.
But we'll see.
There we go. Okay, I can hear you now.
I don't think he's going to learn a whole lot, but we'll see.
Yep. So, what was your most disappointing moment from 2025 from any of the games? Like, you can pick from one game, you can pick from a lot of games.
The worst game I saw in 2025 is when JD5's elbow went backwards.
Man,
dude, I was panicked for a minute over that.
I was sitting. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Oh my goodness, I almost lost it. Like,
it looked like RG3's leg, but it was his elbow.
Look,
it just went the wrong way.
But look, I'm glad it was just his elbow and not a broken arm. I looked at it; it looked like his arm broke.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And that's what happens when a GM leaves a second-year to carry the whole team again.
Mm-hmm. And one of the reasons was so 20. I think this is what I think. So his opinion. Well, thinking from 2024. Okay, we went 12-5. Okay, we're gonna get a whole bunch of veterans. We're gonna sign Zach. We're gonna bring Zach Ertz back. We're gonna bring Bobby Wagner back. Let's bring veterans in. Let's see how they perform. And I think that was the mistake he made because we literally were ahead of schedule. So he said, "Okay, I'm gonna get a whole bunch of veterans in here, and let's see if they can take us over the top or not." Obviously, he was wrong in that thinking.
I hope it's the biggest mistake he ever makes because that was a huge one.
Mm-hmm. And granted, yes, second year GM, okay, cool, but you should have done what you did your first year. Yes, it's great to have veterans on your roster to teach the young guys how to play the game, but you can't have an older roster carry your entire team. You have to have young guys, and you have to have veterans coach them up, and then you got to have veterans lead that room.
So I have two questions for you. One would be, do you
kind of breaking up there? Oh yeah, it looks like he froze. Oh yeah. Give him 1 second. He'll be right back. He should be almost home. He had a couple questions for me, but yeah, like we were saying, Cliff's offense was fine for year one, but year two you can't go in expecting to not make a change, to keep continuing to being in gun, continuing to run the ball out of shotgun and not utilizing your player's strength, not playing your youth. That is not good. And then you're relying on older veterans to get you over the top, which you cannot have. Yes, like I mentioned, coaching for veterans, coaching, great, awesome, fantastic. But for them to have to carry a young roster, you can't have that. Our roster is way younger this year than it was last year. Our average age last year was what, 28.5? 28 and a half. The oldest team in the league. Can't be the oldest team in the league and expect to win. Because you're going to have slow guys. You're going to have a slow defense. You're going to have a slow offense. Can't control the pace of the game. Can't control the game like that. In order for you to win, you need to rebuild correctly. Gotta have young guys mixed with veterans. Yes, some of your veterans are going to be able to start the game, but you can't have a 36-year-old veteran start over a 25-year-old that has the highest potential ever in the NFL. Can't do that. Okay. All right. 1, 2. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. So what was
My
your last
phone's
question?
overheated.
It's all good.
Okay, so the first one is, Do you think we're playing 3D chess with all these injuries? Do you think Dan's like, man, we're on top of game one. Y'all just sit out. The less that the Eagles knows, the better. Or do you think we actually have injuries that matter?
I think all these. So this is my thinking, because remember, they're not gonna let guys play even if they have a minor injury. So I think this is just all blowing smoke, because I don't think any of these injuries are major except Alec Red. Well, minus Trey Amos's injury, but like I said, I think he's just pulling the wool over our eyes and trying to not disclose injury as of right now.
Okay, I agree with that. That's what I was thinking. And the other one is, okay, me and my best friend were talking. In his opinion, and after thinking about it for a while, I totally agree with him. He's right. Dan Quinn has backed himself into a corner.
Yeah.
So one of three ways he's fired. If we go to the NFC Championship this year and Blau, they come looking for Blau, he's fired. If we only win 9 or 10 games and don't make the playoffs, he'll have one more year, and then they'll come looking for Blau and he's fired. Or if we only win 7 or 8 games and he's fired.
Mm-hmm. Look,
you agree with all that?
I do. And honestly, even if we have a good record, he should be fired. But I'm like, and I okay, so this is Dan Quinn. He's a great leader of men. You know, good dude. You know, competition, great, love it. But it's like sometimes what he says out of his mouth, it's like, what are you talking about, bro? It's like,
yeah.
And it's not like Ronald Eugene Rivera where we just shut him out. Just like, look, we were in the car with him, he was driving, and then all of a sudden, it's like, yeah, this whip is crashed and burned. We got to get out of here.
Yeah, I think with the release of offense and defense, he made himself completely expendable.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I'm like, I think David Blau needs to be our head coach. Like I can't let David Blau walk out the building. I'm sorry. Because Sorry, go ahead.
That was my theory when I told my best friend that. I was like, look, dude, our owners, our GM, everybody and their mama wanted Ben Johnson. We were on a fuel plane going to get him. Dan Quinn was absolutely the second guy. Now, you think we're going to let a guy that comes from his tree that seems to have that same kind of mind out the building?
No.
Especially when our head coach is like, I'm done. Y'all take care of it. I mean, he's got either side of the ball. We don't need that.
Exactly. Because you already gave Durante Jones control of the defense. You've given David Blau control of the offense. See, you can't be it's like, I get you want to be a manager. I completely understand. But some of the decisions you make, it's like I'm in Detroit game. 58-yarder. Put Drew Stevens out there, bro.
Hey, man.
Stop punting the ball.
Let us see it.
Exactly.
We all know he can hit a 70-yarder, but let us see him do a long one in the game.
Exactly. Never got to see it. Like,
no, not once.
And it's like, and then you say, well, our center position is fine, and then you backtrack today. Like, dude, are you okay?
Yeah, when he's telling me that Julian No Good Jones and Allegretti hurt and Matt Golden, and we're comfortable with what we have. I don't even know. I mean, oh my.
Like, you really want Julian No Good Jones to be out there versus Jalen Carter?
No!
He's about to get whooped.
I don't even want Matt Golden out there as a rookie, and I think he's better.
Like, bro. If I see good Julian Good Jones week 1, um, oh my goodness, oh my gosh.
I think it boils down to Dan's answering because he doesn't know what Adam is doing.
And I'm like, I said Adam is going to get a center, and Dan Quinn doesn't know it.
Yeah.
Because I can't, like, I can't go into a season knowing Julian Good Jones is one play away from getting on the field. I can't sleep at night doing that.
Yeah. It's all about, like, I think Dan's been so flustered with the injuries and getting ready that when he did that press conference, he just hadn't had chance to touch base with Adam. So he's like, we're good. There's no way he can think we're good.
So we're good, right? But in every single practice that Jaden has been in, it's been every throw is him being under pressure in his face every time, pressure in his face. And you think we're okay with that?
No.
Like,
it's going to be an interesting week. I have a feeling several moves are coming.
Yeah.
So what did you think about the Will Harris release? That was kind of a shock.
Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
That was kind of a shock that they let him go as far as they didn't even keep him for depth.
You want I'll explain that reason. So Will Harris, he was okay in 25, but he obviously got injured. He didn't look good in week 1 of the preseason. He didn't look good in week 2. You give Stephon Diggs his number, yeah, no, you're done.
Oh yeah, I just to me it was a shock to let Will Harris go and keep the ones we did when it seems like Will Harris would have been better depth in a room that's kind of suspicious.
Well, I wouldn't actually say suspicious now because Quan might be. He's earning his nickname back, but we'll see during the regular season.
I agree with that totally. I think Quan is it ain't the 2 interceptions. I don't go by that.
Yeah, he's actually looked pretty good.
He's been all over the ball, so
yeah.
I agree with that. But think about who we have behind him. Like, if something was to happen, it was a weird release to me.
I was expecting it, but it was. I think the timing of it was weird again.
Yeah, I knew he was going to go this year, but I thought we'd sure up that room a little bit more before we did. I don't know what. We've done some weird releases this year with our center, with our safeties. I don't know. It's been a weird year.
Yeah, but Hope, like we said, hopefully it works out in the end. Because I think they may have a plan, but we don't know it. So
I'm still sitting on 11-6. I'm good.
yeah.
I'm having faith in Adam that he'll seal this center.
So I'm gonna go with an individual player here. So I think I'm gonna go defense. So how many sacks do you think Odafe Owe can have if he is performing like he is in training camp?
14.
Wow. Woo! Man, that would be, oh my goodness. That would be a lot. And then
Well, I was saying he was going to be an 11 to 13 sack guy before we started seeing him just demolish people.
mm-hmm.
So I'm only adding one extra sack. So
and then we can't forget about Caleb Von Chason because he might add another 10 or 7. We'll see.
well, him and Joseph
Joshua
our
Joseph,
rookie. Man, they're gonna make that good Van Ginkel role
mm-hmm.
really good.
And Tyler Owens, hey, he's looking good out there. Like in this scheme that fits him, he is looking good.
And Tyler Owens, I don't know how many people on here realize Tyler Owens is a 4-2 guy, not a 4-3, not a 4-4. He's like a mid 4-2 guy.
Mm-hmm.
When you got a mid 4-2 guy, a 4-4 guy at linebacker, another 4-3 guy at safety, you realize how much yards you can close in a matter of like snap of the fingers. Like that's crazy.
And that's it. And if Sonny Styles can just stop thinking and go and then just play the way we know he can play, it's gonna get dangerous.
Well, Sonny Styles, people need the low IQ people out there need to shut up. They own my absolute last nerve. I got one and they straight on it. Like, they picked one play that wasn't even his responsibility. It was Joseph's responsibility to cover Dobbs, and they rip apart my rookie.
Sonny literally destroyed his. He had his gap, and they want to blame Sonny for that run. He already engaged in that block. Uh-oh, cut out again. We back.
Am I there?
Yeah, okay, you're good.
All right. So he yes, that was Joshua's assignment. He should have had Dobbs. Sonny was on the running back. That's where he was supposed to be. And the rest of that game, he looked really good and he was doing his thing. I mean, that wasn't but a few plays. So let's point that out. And the other game before, they picked out 2 plays where he looked kind of confused, but you don't know why. And he looked good the rest of that game. I'm over stupid people opening their mouth and a bunch of bull flies out.
It's like so. But when you have another guy, let's say another rookie, he does the same things, but he's gonna be a future Hall of Famer, right? But ours is a bust. Really?
Oh yeah, I watched Orville Reese get lost in the run game with the Giants' first preseason game. And that defense allowed almost 9 yards per carry.
but
No
Arvo
one
Reese
said
is a
nothing
future
about that one.
but Arvo Reese is a future Hall of Famer.
Well, they're trying to build up Dallas and the Eagles so they can make more money off of them. So tearing us down is the thing.
Yep. Every year. Every single year. Because it's a trend. Every time we sign somebody, they're either washed, they're either old, they either suck. But then when another team signs up, oh, he's the greatest thing since sliced bread.
But wait until this year. They keep looking at us that way. They won't be looking that way when we get to the end of this year.
Nope.
Because even with our line bad like it is right now, like Rio was saying, man, yeah, we're not top 5. Hell no. We're not even top 10. But I guarantee you we're somewhere between 15 and 20. And that's serviceable enough.
Yeah. As long as you can protect 5 for at least 4 seconds, you're good.
And I think Matt Goldman can do that. And he started to get extra reps with Jaden this week.
If he continues to look good in practice, he might be our starting center.
From what I've seen in the preseason games and the little bit I can get a hold of in practice and OTAs, he definitely should be ahead of Julian No Good Jones. That's for absolute.
And Julian Good Jones just needs to be off the roster. Like
he's not a real football player.
Nope. He's a grocery bagger.
Didn't we have him before Ron left? Isn't he one of the last? He's one of the last hangovers from Ron. Him, Terry, a couple other
Terry
people are the only ones.
Well, Terry, I think was Jay Gruden. So.
No, I'm just saying they were the only ones left on the roster from Ron.
Yeah.
And he deserved to be on Ron's roster. He don't deserve to be on this one.
Nope. Or any roster, to be honest.
No, I want him to go be on the Eagles or Dallas.
He was on the Eagles before.
I want him to go back. Come on, man. I'm trying to help him. I'm trying to help.
He said, I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help.
I'm trying to give him a player for nothing. Come on.
Oh, man.
Dude, I'd pay them to take that player.
He's going to get destroyed every week.
He cannot be our starting center. He can't be. We have other players that can do it better than he can. Yeah. He cannot be the dude.
And I think Allegretti is a very, very serviceable center. I don't think he was bad at guard in 24. He wasn't the best. He was serviceable.
Do you think this whole? Because I don't take him serious, man. Like, do you think they're doing this to just show the Eagles we're like, really, we haven't got no idea at center? Because when you're putting him
out, oh my gosh, I think they are. And when we go out,
yeah,
it's gonna be crazy, man.
I wonder if Allegretti's fine by now. They're just like, dude, just make sure you're totally good before the first game. You're a veteran. You'll know what to do. You ain't going to get no extra real snaps with Jaden anyway.
Exactly. I think that's exactly what they're doing. And they're not even disclosing the injury.
No, they might have him off in the bubble practicing with Jaden on off time.
Yep. And then they're going to be like, I thought Julian Good Jones was playing today. Well, you thought wrong, buddy.
God, I hope I'm thinking wrong.
I hope so
Dude,
too.
I'd rather be our center, and I never played center.
Shoot, let Mr. Goody Goody go out there and play center for us. Shoot.
I was a running back, but I played center before No Good Jones.
Exactly. Look. Look. I can put my man Meach at center, and he'd be better than Julian Good Jones.
Dude, my middle child just turned 10 years old today. He could do it better than him. So, this can't be what they have planned. It can't be. This has to be a game.
It has to be.
No real NFL coach or GM would be like, yeah, Julian Good Jones is our answer. If so, they should be fired before the year starts.
Like, literally. They should be fired from the moment they speak the words.
So I'm guessing they have a plan, and they have a plan on getting us better depth too. And I'm just kind of hanging my hat on. He won't be our starter. They can't do that to us after last year.
No, please. And we're all begging Adam. Hey, I know you saw that on Saturday, bro. I know you did. I think he might have cut out again. Let's see. I think he should be back in the house in a minute. And then we'll get right back to it. Now, what's up, Goody? Yeah, he'll be back. What's up, Goody? How are you? El Don Dada. You streaming right now? Okay, so you'll be on later. Got you. Okay. Well, yeah. I think this is all just to throw the Eagles off and get them confused on what we're doing. Day is going well, man. Day is going well. Just chilled out today. Yes, sir. I'm ready for 2 weeks from now, where we play the Philadelphia Eagles. Week 1. Yeah, buddy. Yes, sir. Last preseason game on a Friday night. Well, this Friday upcoming, and then we will be off in mode. And then we got roster cuts Sunday too. So I think we might, if somebody good is released at center, we can probably sign him and get rid of Julian not good, trash can, garbage Jones. Shouldn't even be on the freaking football field at all. Should be grocery bagging in somebody's Wegmans or something. Like, dude is not a real football player. I'm sorry. Like, and then, my other worry on offense. Actually, I think those are my only worries on offense. Just protecting the quarterback, the future, the golden boy, the franchise, Jaden Daniels. And defensively, my biggest worry is honestly, I have to put safety. But like we mentioned in a couple streams, we think that defensive line with Odafe Owe, K'Lavon Chaisson, Deron Payne, and Javon Kinlaw will alleviate that stress from our secondary. So I think that's what you're gonna have to do in order for us to be successful. Because we've already forced 5 turnovers in 2 preseason games. And I don't think this is just gonna be a preseason thing. I think these turnovers are gonna carry over into the regular season. Like, because Amik Robertson, great aggressive corner, can force fumbles. You have Mikey Sanderson, who's a ball hawk. You've got Quan Martin, who can potentially be a ball hawk. You have Nick Cross, who's going to be flying around. He's going to undercut some passes, going to get interceptions. Nick Cross is going to be one to look for on defense because I think he's still one of the bright spots on this defense. And he's only 24 years old, guys. He's still entering or in his prime right now. And he's only going to get better with time. Just like Leo Chanel. He's 25 years old. He already won 2 Super Bowls. He's only going to get better with time, and he's our backup linebacker. Do you understand what I'm saying? Leo Chanel is a starter on somebody else's football team. I hope people can understand that. Leo Chanel is a backup here. Why? Because we have Frankie Louvu. That's the only reason he's the backup. If Frankie Louvu was not here, Leo Chanel would be our green dot. Literally. That's not a joke. Leo Chanel would literally be our green dot. And then Sonny Styles is our Mike linebacker, although I think he will get the green dot in the future. We'll see about that. I think maybe next year he'll get that green dot. Because I think they tried to... I think Sonny did call some plays in training camp, but we'll see. And about defensive line, I think this defensive line is going to go crazy. Odafe Owe is probably going to end up leading our team in sacks just because of all the chaos you're going to produce up front and all the things you're going to have in the secondary. Because you're going to have your front four coming up every time. You're going to be blitzing Nick Cross a lot. You're going to bring Amik Robertson sometimes. You're going to bring Mikey Sanderson on a blitz sometimes. You're going to be giving these different looks on defense. You're not going to know what hit you. So that's what I think is going to be the key to unlocking the defense. Because a lot of people are saying, oh, well, we need corner, we need this. But in order for you to have to cover for that long, you need to have a defensive line. You got to have a defensive line because nobody's going to be covering for a long amount of time. Because because somebody is going to get open no matter what. So let's say if you're getting no pressure on the quarterback, you're going to allow the receiver to get open because you're not pressuring the quarterback. You're going to allow a receiver to break off his man or find a hole in his zone no matter what you're doing, no matter what defense you're calling. He's going to find a soft spot in the zone, sit down, get a catch, get the first down, or he's going to break off of that man coverage. Because no one is going to be covering for that long. Nobody. Who do you know is going to cover for that long in the NFL? Please let me know. Please. Help me understand. Nobody. Nobody's covering for 4 seconds. No one. You can cover for maybe 2 or 3, but you're not covered for 4 seconds waiting on the quarterback, running around, and then he finds somebody open. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Am I right or am I right? You know? And then you got the only corner I'm really honestly worried about in coverage, not taking the football away. Because he's great at taking the football away. The only one I'm worried about in coverage is Mikey Sanders still. Because every other practice or every practice he's been getting beat. Although yes, he had that pick six against the Dolphins. He still got beat a lot in joint practice and practice overall. So that is the only worry that I have. Because I think our safeties will be fine just because of the defense we're going to be running and the pressure we're going to be applying on a weekly basis. Even on a short week, the defense is going to be hard to game plan for because you're going to have a few plays installed on the offensive side. But if you can't counter what the defense is doing, then it's over.
Well, I finally got home. So where are we at? Can you hear me?
Looks like it's spinning.
Can you hear me?
Huh. Camera is loading, it looks like. Let's see if I do this.
Can you hear me?
Looks like give me a few moments. It still looks like it's still loading here. Ah, there we go. Okay.
You got me now?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I got home, so.
All right. So, I wonder, what do you think our running game is gonna look like with Bill, Rashad, and Katron Allen?
Well, I believe this running back room is built better than any running back room in the league for the long haul of the season. All our running backs average what is considered to be good to excellent, which is 4.3 to 4.6, somewhere in that area. So we can sustain some injuries and still survive. I think Bill's looking at 1,300 yards this year.
I agree. And the fact that we're running a scheme catered to his strength, and then you're actually gonna have the blocking downfield for you to be able to break some of these runs. Because I remember some of these runs. If he just got better blocking last year, I think he could have taken it to the house.
Oh yeah. And then you look at Fat Man. Dude, with this line collapsing, he still looks like he gets you 4 to 5 yards per carry. He's not going to break it for the house. He's not going to put you up a bunch of 20s and 40s. But dude, he looks unstoppable up to 5 yards.
Mm-hmm.
So
every time he's gonna pick up 5 yards. He's going to, like.
And when we're in the red zone,
Brian Robinson his first year here, we saw a good power back carrying tackles. I'm like, okay, Brian.
Oh yeah. Katron Allen's gonna be better than B Rob ever was.
Yep. Yep.
And
And like Brian Robinson needed what, maybe 10 to 12 carries to get going. We don't. Katron Allen just needs a handoff, and he's gonna get 5 yards pretty much every single time.
I know everybody and their mama jumped off the Robert Henry bus. I'm not off that bus. I watched our team pull him before halftime.
Mm-hmm.
You don't pull
pull a guy before halftime if he's not making the team.
Not undrafted free agent. No way, and no. And then he has a fumble, so everybody's off. He was not on our special teams. He was being tried on special teams. Do you think they're going to let him go after the week before? They pulled him before halftime. He's on this team.
And guess who wasn't pulled before halftime on the defensive side of the football?
Will Harris.
Like, dude played the entire game.
Yeah. And there's a lot of rumors. I've been watching Ed Oliver too, and he put out some options for trading for a center, putting up people like Treylon Burks, Luke McCaffrey, Van Jefferson, whoever, as a trade piece.
I say you trade Van Jefferson.
Yeah.
Like, I can't get rid of Luke McCaffrey after what we've heard. You can't do that.
Well, I had my best friend send me, who is it, Kevin Sheen. He was talking about how, no, it was burgundy and gold.
Bleeding BNG.
Yeah, and he was talking about how Jalen Lane had this great game and Luke McCaffrey better watch it because they're going to get rid of him. I'm like, that is an extremely low IQ way to look at it. Number one, Jalen Lane had 3 catches for 45 yards. In no world is that a great game or even a good game. That's just a game.
You get production. We did not draft him to be a wide receiver. Anything he adds as a receiver, that's extra value. We drafted him as a punt returner.
And as I'm listening to this guy, he's talking about how there might not be enough room for Jalen Lane and Luke McCaffrey.
Jalen Lane is not getting cut.
Neither is Luke McCaffrey.
Like, what do we?
It was one of the lowest, dumbest takes I've ever heard. Like, somehow Luke McCaffrey has had a great offseason, had great practices and great scrimmages, and in one single preseason game, he doesn't get a catch. And all of a sudden, that guy over there that drops the ball every time we throw him the damn ball, he catches 3 balls, and oh, he's our savior. Bleeding burgundy and gold done lost his damn mind.
Like, what? Like,
It made no sense to me. I listened to it, and I listened to it again to make sure that I was listening to the ignorance that I was hearing. And the second time I was like, he really did say that dumb crap. Okay.
It was Jalen Morgan, right? The one with the full beard?
No.
Okay, then it wasn't him. It was somebody else.
The guy on Facebook, the bald guy. Yeah, I think his name's Burgundy and Gold or one of them. I don't know.
Okay.
But he said he sent it to me, and I was watching it, and I was like, "You literally just said."
He's insane for saying that.
He's absolutely insane. Now I could see a world where we're so desperate that we trade away someone like Luke McCaffrey or Traylon Burks to get a decent starting center because they have trade capital to them. You have some trade worth to them. But here's the thing: you're not trading Jalen Lane. He's just a punt return. Ain't nobody giving you a center for him. This is
Right, like what are we doing?
it's a really dumb take.
Like,
But my best friend's take on Dan Quinn being 1 foot out the door, and it's all
yeah, that's accurate.
and it's being all his fault because he gave up the reins to everything. I believe that's 1,000. I think Dan's fired. He just doesn't know it yet. It's just a matter of when. I think David Blau is our next head coach.
Yep. And I said, Dan Quinn, he doesn't know our roster. Let's just, yes, you know the roster, but you don't know the roster. You know what I'm saying?
Dan's a little too. Dan gets a little too connected to our players, and I think that's why we have Julian No Damn Good Jones now, still, after all this time, because I think he likes him as a guy, and like Dan said in his interview today, oh man, this Sunday's a hard day. It's not supposed to be your coach. Do your job. They do that.
Who signs guys? Not you, Dan.
Yeah,
Not
like
you.
I know you're cutting a bunch of guys, but you know what they do when they signed? More than likely they'd get cut. So just do your job and quit trying to be such a people person. Damn.
You're supposed to be a leader of men, not the leader of one individual.
Yeah, like I think he gets stuck on too many individuals that he likes too much. So, but we'll see what he does. I have a feeling Adams on the phone heavy.
Oh yeah, I think I read literally after that game on Saturday, he got on the phone and said, "This is not good enough."
And I know you don't want Joey Porter Jr., but I won't be shocked at all, zero, none, if we get him just as a distraction to make all this smoke go away for now while he does his work. Because Joey Porter Jr. would be a signing, the whole fan base would just like take a deep breath. And they just forget about center for a minute.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised. And he hasn't done his big signing yet. He hasn't done his big trade yet.
I'm guaranteeing it right now. Before the first week, he's gonna make a trade.
He always does. I don't see why he wouldn't. I just don't understand why we haven't signed people like Decker and what's his name?
Glasgow.
Yeah, that's it. Even if you don't think there are starters, man, they make our depth so much better all at once. It's
And
crazy.
they can hold it down for 11 games. And
Absolutely. They can hold it down more than that.
yeah, like I said, if Tunsil misses time, then you got nothing to worry about with Taylor Decker on that side.
I totally agree.
But I think with the move that they made today, I think you put Coleman back at left guard.
Ooh. I don't know. That's an interesting query.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens because I think that may be what they do, but we'll see.
What?
Can I go in the video?
I don't care.
Yeah.
My son wanted to say hi. It's his 10th birthday today.
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, I just feel bad for Brandon Coleman at this point.
Yeah,
Uh, they play with him so much. He's better at the tackle position than he is at guard. They keep switching him back and forth. They won't let him get any kind of real momentum going. It's going to end up messing up his career. And it's all because of the way they keep doing him. So,
yeah.
I feel bad.
I'm glad they didn't do that with Cosme because they said first year he played right tackle, and they said, okay, no, he's not a tackle, so let's
Yeah.
move him to guard, and he's been at guard ever since.
Yep. But it will be interesting to see. We had our new signing today with our left tackle. I don't know if that's who we want starting or if we want him for depth. I don't know.
Maybe for depth.
Um, so we still have, even though we might have enough depth now, we still got a problem at left guard. And we
This
still
ball,
got,
like, if I'm passing, cool. But if I'm running the ball, he cannot be in the game. I'm sorry.
and it's too easy to tell what we're doing if we're putting him in and he can't play the run game.
Exactly. Because if he's in the game, you know what we're gonna do every time.
Yep. So we still got center issues and left guard issues.
Hmm.
I think we can move forward with our left guard if we have to. I don't think we'll be awesome at that spot, but I think he'll be serviceable.
It will be serviceable at the left guard spot. But
Yes, I think we can make it work. I don't think Jaden's going to get destroyed, but we're not going to have a strong run game off that left side.
nope.
But we could also throw in an extra tight end or running back to help in there.
Yeah.
So if we do that, we can't do that to help center. So we have to shore up one or the other.
Yep. Yep.
We can only help one.
And I'd rather shore up this center position because
Hey.
that's where your pressure is going to come from.
Amen. Because I think we can send a tight end out to help push the blocks into that second and third level on that left-hand side where Trent Scott can't do it.
Mhm.
So I think that's serviceable. So I think we're only short. Adam getting us that center now.
Yeah.
We get a center.
That's what we need.
We get a center. We're ready to rock.
Yep. And
So-
look, we need to protect the investment, and you know the investment. Fine.
JD5.
Like, cause I don't want it to be 2014 all over again. I don't.
It's not.
Like, I'm still, man.
I want, okay, here's the thing. And I know these people out here, a lot of them aren't very intelligent. They don't have the highest of football IQ. So let me tell you where the difference is. Jaden knows how to go down. He just wasn't going down because Adam didn't do his job and give him enough weapons. And Jaden felt like, well, if I don't do it, no one can.
2 years in a row, he felt like he had to play superhero. Like I
Exactly.
said, okay, 20 in his first year, that's fine. but you have to build around him in his second, third, fourth year. You can't expect Jaden to carry the team every time.
That and Robert could never grasp, ever, the concept of going down.
Oh,
It just wasn't in his skill set. Jaden is not that guy. Jaden knows how to go down. He just didn't have that option, he felt in his head, so he didn't do it.
exactly.
RG3 slid with his leg in the freaking air like an absolute moron.
Like I still remember that hit he took from
If
what
he
was
would
it, Holodinata
have,
when you I'm like,
yes,
dude, why
if
would you dive in the air when you can slide?
why would he have raised his leg like that instead of just putting everything on the ground? Like, not a very intelligent quarterback. JD5 is a brilliant quarterback. JD5 has never had an injury that's kept him out any amount of real games. He did have 2025. That was 3 injuries that were accumulated. Then they kept him out the rest of the year. Okay? But an individual injury keeping him out more than just a few games, never in his career has that ever happened.
Nope.
Ever.
And people want to call him injury prone. Like you don't know what injury prone is if you call him injury prone.
Homeboy threw a 65-yard Hail Mary with a broken rib. Tough enough. That's all I got to say.
Exactly. Like, and literally, and I still remember that game. If so, that Panthers game. If he stayed outside, that would have been a touchdown. The mistake he made was cutting back inside.
Yeah, yeah. But all that aside, here's the thing. If Jaden has the team he has now, today, on that field last year, he doesn't keep running when he gets his elbow popped out of socket. He goes down a few yards back, and that doesn't happen. Same thing with the injury before. Because you know why? What's in his head then? I got these other dogs on my team, and they'll get us the first down. I don't have to do it all myself.
Exactly. The only time you need to is if literally no one gets open at all.
Well, here's the thing, and my best friend says it, and I've heard a lot of people say it. Well, he's just not smart enough to go down. No, you're not the winner he is. He has the winning blood in him. He's not going to give up and go down because he sees a 300-pound man coming. He has a winning mentality.
If there's 1 minute left, you really think Jaden's gonna go down?
Sure. No. I mean, we're talking.
He's gonna get that first down.
Yeah, the thing is, you draft this guy because he's a winner, because he has a winning personality, because he will do whatever it takes to bring you a Lombardi. Then when this kid gets left on the field by his GM, having a absolute shitty, one of the worst years I've ever seen at GM in 2025 from Adam Peters, then you expect that kid that you brought in here to be that winner to have a loser mentality. You're an idiot, and anyone that expected him to, you're an idiot. And if you don't like me calling you an idiot, you're an idiot. Like, we drafted this guy to be a winner. The fact that he don't go down is why we drafted him, you low IQ imbeciles. So get off my quarterback.
I still remember that Falcons game. We had to have it. Guess what he did? Ran it. In the Bucks game. I still remember that. What did he do? Run the ball.
We went into the Lions and put up 45 points with some Uber drivers and baristas in the playoffs on the road.
But remember, we couldn't beat teams that was over 500.
Oh
The Bears
yeah.
were over 500 when we beat them.
Well, hey, y'all, all that lived on that side, the one side he was just talking about, we can't beat over 500. Look at our schedule this year and watch what we do. The difference is Adam actually did his job. First time since he's been with us. I give him a slide on 2024. He was trying to fix a totally broken organization.
Yep.
You don't get the same grace in 2025. You should have brought in LT. You should have brought in Lattimore. You should have went and got us at least 5 other young studs on this roster to add to this year. You sat on your thumb and spun. That's why we did what we did last year.
And he even admitted it was a mistake that he made. He said, and literally that press conference right after our last game, he said, "We are going to get younger. We are going to get faster."
Absolutely, and he's the one that I mean, when he cost us 2025 altogether. We didn't have no wins, and then on top of that, we couldn't even lose enough to go get Jeremiah Love. They pissed me off in every way 2025.
It's like dude. I'm like, I wanted to lose that Eagles game so bad. I'm like, can we? And then they end up winning for absolutely no reason with Josh Johnson at quarterback.
We couldn't be good enough to win enough games to make it feel good, and we couldn't be bad enough to get Jeremiah Love. So our coaching just was horrible. We couldn't be good or bad enough for anything.
Nope.
And I'm happy with
Like,
I'm happy with Sonny Styles. Don't get it twisted. My boy gonna be fine, and he's gonna tear this league up. But when I looked at that board, Jeremiah Love was at the top, and no one else was there.
yeah. And Jeremiah Love said it himself. He would have loved to play with Jaden.
Of course he would have. And I wanted him so bad. God dang. When the Cardinals,
There's a podcaster I watch called Off the Bench. His name is Big Herb. He wanted Jeremiah Love too.
I wanted him so bad, and then I was mad because the Cardinals took him, and they're just going to keep getting him hurt, and they may waste his career because they're in that kind of.
Line over there
It's horrible.
It might be worse than ours right now.
They got a quarterback that's ass. I know Dobbs ran a 40 or 50 yarder on us, but he's ass. If Josephs was paying attention, he wouldn't have gotten that, and he wouldn't have gotten nothing else the rest of the game neither.
Exactly.
So I felt bad when he went to the Cardinals and not to us, but okay, that was my Jeremiah Love rant. I'm still hurt over that. But Sonny Styles is going to be generational, and I don't use that word lightly, like everyone does.
He's literally the perfect 10 athletic score. What more can you ask?
Well, we got 2 of them. We got 2 of them on the roster, and we got a 9.9, and they're all in the same room.
And yet we're one of the worst linebacker cores in the league according to people. I don't understand how you say that.
I don't know, because what they've watched in preseason with what is it, 5 interceptions and 7 sacks. You've seen all that with our starters playing, what was it, 3 snaps in the last game and none in the first.
Well, two
Haven't-
snaps. Two
You you haven't even seen our starters, geniuses. Like what you've seen this defense doing to teams, and it's explosive, turnovers constantly, sacks constantly. Them are our backups. Them are our backups.
And then on top of that, Odafe Owe didn't play. Caleb Von Chason didn't play. Deron Payne didn't play. Tim Settle didn't play. Nick Cross didn't even play.
Kinlaw didn't play.
Kinlaw played the last game. Actually, he did. He played the 2 snaps and got out of there too.
Yeah, 2 snaps. Them 2 snaps were both turnovers,
Yep.
and we had 1 starter in.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Let me ask y'all. Okay, for all the other teams that will pop in, who is y'all's backup linebacker? Our starter is Sonny Styles and Frankie Luvu. Tell me who your backup is. Because first I'm going to tell you who our backup is. That's Leo Chenal, a perfect 9.9 relative athletic
I
score.
said this too. Leo Chanel would be starting on somebody else's football team.
That's our backup, guys. Y'all are bring the hate. We love it. Even as podcasters, if you know haters, bring them to us. We love our haters. They have a use. The haters for our team, keep hating, because I want you to keep spreading this stupidity to the national media, because we're about to stick our boot up y'all's butts.
Yep.
It is what it is.
Especially our defense. 'Cause everybody knows the defense. Everybody. It looks like the best part of our team right now.
So you have a bunch of people judging our offense by 3 snaps. That has to be.
You have to block in order for you to get offense going.
Well, 3 snaps to start a game don't really mean shit.
Exactly.
No, not a thing. Like, we've had no real time for our starters to be on a field together yet. Now, try us again after this Ravens joint practice. Try that
tomorrow.
Yeah, try that 3 snaps again. I'll bet you even with the line collapsing, you won't see the same.
I think
Guaranteed.
you're going to see a lot more help in the joint practice than you did in the Lions game.
Well, we weren't trying to play anything short. We were seeing what was going to open up.
Yeah.
What we've seen in practice and all that is manipulating the short game, getting it going and all that. They were trying to air this ball out.
Mm-hmm.
So they were they could have went short game. They wanted to know what they had. And the fact people out there don't see it that way, I just don't know how to take people anymore.
And I said literally. And remember, I know I talked to you about the game before. He told me the short game doesn't eliminate pressure. I'm like, yes, it does. If you dump it down to somebody, you can't hit the quarterback because it's going to be a flag.
How would he say the short game doesn't relieve pressure?
Like,
He never played football, obviously. That was never a thing then.
and I said, okay, then let me know what quarterback hasn't been relieved. You know what? It got done to us for so many years when we tried to bring pressure. And you're telling me the short game doesn't work?
Well, that's a really um, moronic take because the Bengals have survived off of that. Their line has sucked for years. So tell me it doesn't work. Tell me it doesn't matter because how they control it is playing the short game, which they use to back off the defense and open up more of the pass game for T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. So, absolutely not true at all. You are correct.
And even Jamar Chase is a run after catch guy. So you can throw it to him short and he'll get yards after the catch.
And after you do it a couple times, the defense changes. Now they're not coming in as fast. Now you're allowed to throw the ball a little further. And that's how the Bengals have done it for years now. So that's not a brilliant take at all.
It's not. I'm like,
so on your look, so on so who is your player that you think will have the massive outbreak this year on defense and offense? Like Terry, 1,350 yards and 13 touchdowns, or
well, obviously you know it's Terry. Yeah, that season's coming.
okay. Well, let's
Defense,
take out Terry because Terry's like Ed Oliver says, tax Terry
1,000 yards.
1,000 yards. So let's leave Terry out of it. Who's your guy you see exploding onto the scene with this team this year in the offense?
Chig.
Who?
Chig.
Chig. Oh, I like that one. I would have probably went with 3 players to watch, and that would be Williams, Chig, or Bill.
Yep.
One of the 3 will explode out of them. And on defense,
you know mine. Odafe Owe.
mine would have been Odafe Owe, Sonny Styles, or I'm also looking at Nick Cross a lot. I think he could really explode in this system.
Yeah, Nick Cross is going to be a beast.
I totally agree.
And people don't realize he was also in a decent defense with Indianapolis. Because you're putting him with a more aggressive scheme and a more talented defense.
Yeah. It's one of them 3, but we also have. So we were hearing about Mikey and Diggs going at it yesterday, and they were saying Diggs would win one, Mikey would win one, which was really good to hear with Mikey because we know he's a ball hawk. He's gonna go get an interception. There's no doubt about that. But the coverage we've been worried about. And if you're covering Diggs in the slot, man, you can say you've done something.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a big plus to hear. On top of Quan. What do you think our turnovers for the year is?
For me, with the turnovers I've seen in preseason already, we're going to get 30 plus turnovers.
Remember what my number was?
He literally preached turnovers in practice, and you're seeing it in game.
You remember when we were on here, the 3 of us, and I was like, yeah, I see us having. Remember what my number was?
36.
37.
37.
And y'all were like, damn. And I was like, well, I went by what last year's was. and then I kind of tweaked it for us, I might be able to go up a couple.
Dude, aren't dude, if we get 40 turnovers in a season,
Dude, I could see it. We had 5 in 2 games with no starters on the field.
dude, if we get 40 turnovers, you may as well just say goodnight.
We had 5 turnovers in
two
2
games.
preseason games, and none of our starting pass rushers, none of our starting line, and only a few of our starters in the backfield were playing. And we were still turning over the ball 5 and 2.
Man,
Quan Martin isn't a starter, guys.
well,
He has
might
2
be. He
interceptions,
might.
but he wasn't. He was not.
Yep, yeah.
That's 2 interceptions out of our 5 turnovers in 2 games. And these are backups
So we
doing.
have 4 interceptions and a forced fumble.
Yeah, 5 turnovers in 2 games, and they're backups. Even the guy that stripped the ball, okay, he wasn't a backup.
That was Meek Robertson.
Well, he's not a backup, but the guy that got the ball and got the touchdown, he's not only a backup, he's our rookie. Most of the guys that have been doing what you've seen in preseason this year are all our backups. You haven't even seen our team together yet. And we're turning over the ball in bunches.
And dude, imagine that with our starters.
Yes. Imagine it's time. So I got to get off of here. It's my son's 10th birthday, and we're about to have cake and stuff.
All right.
But before I get off, I wanted to tell everybody, look, man, you've seen 2 games so far. Judge more of what you've seen by tomorrow than you do off them 2 games, because tomorrow we play a real team.
Yep.
Not that the Lions weren't, but the Lions were playing their starting backups. Like, they played Dobbs through the whole game. We were playing our 3rd and 4th quarterback. We were playing 3rd and 4th stringers from the snap of the beginning of the game. So you can't even judge what you saw there. Watch what happens tomorrow. Then start to form an idea of what you're thinking, because
Tomorrow's gonna be big, man. And
it's gonna be.
that's actually gonna. You know what? I was gonna do another topic, but we're gonna cover that training camp tomorrow, or that
All right.
joint practice tomorrow.
Absolutely, that'll be fun. I'll try to brush up on it some while I'm at work tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Well,
But I appreciate you having me on.
yes, sir. And I'm actually
Yup.
about to get off here, ain't too, son.
Luke's gonna be fine. He's gonna explode this year.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for the happy birthday, Dominic, Mr. Goody
Happy
Good.
birthday.
Said happy.
Enjoy the cake. Enjoy everything.
Very good. Have a good day.
Okay,
too.
stop. All right, y'all have a great one. Thank y'all very
That'll do
much.
it for this episode of Small Talk on the Good Eye. See y'all tomorrow. Yeah.